Okay, you guys. So, here's what's going on. I am currently uploading my new meditation that I told you that I was going to do on the 22nd. And I started doing it at 2:22. And I've been working on it since. And I kid you not, okay, I'm editing out the video and including this in now. So this is a little tidbit before you watch the actual meditation and go through it. Saint Germain came through, and I didn't put this all together until afterwards. So just wait. He actually delivers a message. Okay, but I looked it up right afterwards because I'm like, well, who is Saint Germain? And I'm going to show you from my screenshot I saved because I did it at 4:44. There. Okay. So I'll show you both. Anyways, so I looked up Saint Germain right afterwards. So you're going to see this right after the meditation. Saint Germain. Count Saint Germain is a legendary spiritual master of the ancient wisdom and various theosophical and post-theosophical teachings, said to be responsible for the New Age culture of the Age of Aquarius. What are we said to be going into? The Age of Aquarius. Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. I'm like, oh, what my gosh. Not only did he come, he brought the violet flame, by the way. Oh, and while I'm on this part, look at the time stamp on the picture. Was 4:44. I don't know if it's blurry. Sorry. Where are you? But 4:44 is when I looked it up. So there's another. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? So I took a picture of that for you too, right? 4:44 is when I looked up who Saint Germain is. And that's after I did the meditation, clearly, because I started that at 2:22. So then, oops, I'm going to go back to what this said. Okay, Saint Germain is the overseer and the ascended master of the seventh ray, the violet flame, which usually it's Metatron that brings that through. I didn't know that. But he brings it through this time. So that was another tidbit of validation for myself and like a little bit of mind-blowing moment too, where I'm like putting it all together, the 4:44, the message in there. I actually channeled him through me completely. I don't even remember what he said, so I have to listen to this meditation with you. So that's a tidbit of what this meditation is. But it says, the violet flame, the twin flame of ascended master Saint Germain is Lady Portia, the goddess of justice. Okay, and so all of that is very relevant for what this meditation is. So I really truly hope you enjoy, and thank you, Saint Germain, for this amazing things happening. Enjoy. Hello everyone, it's Juniper Bloom Mystique here, coming at you with this meditation on May 22nd, 2021, in the midst of one of the most important times you will ever experience or see in existence. With that being said, this is an interesting transmission because it seems like everything came against me to make it seem very difficult to accomplish. But I am not accepting that. So here we go. Bear with me with any bumps that may come through due to that. I had to grab my aquamarine tree and my rose quartz even to complete this transmission, as well as clear something out of my throat chakra. And then as I began, a massive hailstorm and lightning storm struck just moments ago. So if you do hear any thunder and lightning, that is out my window. I started meditating for this meditation I'm about to bring you at 2:22 p.m. my time. And all day, on top of that, all I've been seeing is 2s. 5 2s and 6 2s everywhere. 2 is all around, okay? And it's kind of like a dual message, just a layered message, just like everything else. It's about balance. It's about peace and harmony. And it's about knowing they are telling me that every moment, every second, everything that you are about to experience is guided and strategically placed exactly where it is supposed to be, they are saying, and it is happening exactly when it is supposed to happen. As a human race, the angels are telling me, informing me, we like to have answers. We like to know why. We like to understand. So we really engulf ourselves in the happenings, and angels are asking for us to just be in the here and the now. It is the most important thing that you can do at any moment going forward. That is all that truly, really exists, is the here and the now. Nothing else exists other than this space. So when people say, this date, and this date, and this date, what date is that really? What cycle is that going off of? Because remember, for those that watch my channel, time has changed. So it is about allowing space for movement, for things to be the way they're meant to be, staying in balance, where your both feet are evenly placed, no matter where they're placed, where you can stand strong in your convictions, in duality, but in balance. For everything, there must be an opposite. The angels are also showing me now that with what's been happening, we are still a little bit out of balance, okay? So it's super important that we rectify any imbalances. But we are not just balancing like we normally do. We are going to balance into a whole new world, a whole new earth. It's not about things dying, it's about letting go. For those that don't wish to let go is where the struggle comes in. That's all it is. Surrendering. I've said this from day one. So that is the first thing we are going to do today. We're going to go into a place of complete surrender. We're going to set the intention to completely surrender to source light, to knowing that everything already is strategically planned and placed and flowing in perfectly fluid, highest light motion. There is no need as the species to control the outcomes, to understand everything as it's happening. There is the only need to stay in the here and the now and make sure that you're balanced in the here and the now. Archangel Michael is bringing us his blue flame of healing light and protection. Saint Germain is stepping forward with the violet flame. Normally Metatron brings me this flame. He's also with us, but he's more for the Merkaba, and of course making sure everything is, but there's also a Earth's Merkaba, and that's what I'm seeing in this one. So with the new Earth, we're going to activate the Earth's energy, right? The masculine, the feminine, bringing balance to her new life source, as well as our own, aligning with it. No wonder this was important. Like music, flowing in harmony, everything in its place, with silence in between. Remember to always focus on the space in between, for you can only have a beat with silence. Start focusing on your breath, breathing light with every inhale deep into your belly, preferably inhaling through your nose, but if you can't, that's okay. Just breathe with the intention of breathing up in through your third eye. So if you can't breathe through your nose, imagine bypassing that space and going up into your mind space anyways. That is why breathing through the nose can be so important at times, because you are breathing directly up in through vital areas of sight and vitality. So just breathe this light, this breath, this life force energy deep into your belly. Start to notice any tension you may be feeling throughout your body, throughout your energy field. And breathe that light into its existence, allowing the light to fill its space. So instead of eliminating it, we're going to change it into vibrant, beautiful light energy, into a new gift for you to house and embrace and learn to use. That's what Spirit's showing me. That's from Saint Germain. That's him stepping forward there. So instead of exhaling tension, he wants to give you a gift of newness, of new light, of new life, of a wish fulfilled. Just for being here today. Just for taking part in the ascension process that we are all presently going through. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's totally up to you. Everything goes within free will. That's the beauty. Pay attention to where free will resides. For where free will lacks, light cannot house. Allowing your breath now to calm every inch of your existence. To release or not release, forgive me, to change into this beautiful gift of light language for you. Any tension that you had within your body, any blockages you may be feeling. As I begin to pull down from the heavens above the most beautiful, energetic connection. I feel when I say cord, it's like constricted. It's just this beautiful light energy connection that I am pulling down from the highest source possible, from the Creator himself, pouring down like a waterfall, the most beautiful healing, fluid, water, energy light you can imagine coming down from him. As that's happening, Archangel Michael is placing his hand on your heart space, on your chest, and he is grabbing a piece of your internal heart flame, your DNA code, your light, and he is bringing it down through your chakras. So it's like grabbing a little piece of your energy, your light, your existence, your information of exactly who you are and what you're capable of and what you bring forth in this lifetime. Bringing it down through your body, through your chakras, down through your root and out of your body, and down your legs and out your feet. This connection of light energy that is all you, that is alive, that is going to communicate with the core of the earth as it goes down through the earth. But at this time, it's like it's going between two earths. So we are now grounding to the new. What I'm seeing is when, kind of like the Olympic sign, where you have two circles and they're intertwining just a little bit on the edge, which creates a whole new space. I hope that makes sense. Like the two circles that are still overlapping just enough to create that little space. That's what I'm seeing with the two earths. They're almost completely separate. One is becoming dark. One is becoming like the old. It's all of the dark. That is how I'm seeing it, is like dark energy, just dark. Lacking life, lacking love. Excuse me, I must be releasing something. And the other is ever changing and moving and blue and green and vibrant and massively alive. Like I've never seen anything before. The land markings aren't even the same. So kind of how our map was, it's different from what I see. But it's moving in space and time. And that's what they're showing me now. What I'm also seeing is, if you guys are aware of any of the videos on my channel, is when one of the gods came through recently and rotated the earth, picked it up, rotated it, and put it back down. I feel like that is happening. I feel like the earth is shifting in such a way, but at the same time it's also separating from the old. This can explain everything that I experienced in the last couple days. And probably you as well. So right now, as I'm seeing this, as I'm grounding you to the new earth, but we're still not completely free from the old, so it's almost like grounding you to both at the same time, but only ever so slightly to the old earth. The stronger connection is to the new earth, and the divinity light is what I'm hearing, the light of divinity. Divine light coming down from above, running through your system, going down through every inch of your being, your energy field, all of who you are, all of your chakra systems. It's filling up every bit of you, internally and externally, running down through, aligning with your connection of you that is also grounded to the earth. So again, it's a continual flow from above, divinity, connection, running through you and down through your cord into both earths. But again, the old earth is only ever so connected. It only ever so has like a life support, if that makes sense. Just slightly. That's how I'm seeing it. Okay, so just keep breathing. As I've grounded you, pay attention to what you feel. Pay attention to any thoughts that are popping up into your space. Don't resist anything. Just feel into it. What is it? Allow yourself to see it as it's separate from you. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Allow yourself to be separate from whatever else your body is trying to bring forth for you, to distract you from what you're truly wishing to do. Just sit separate. Pretend it really doesn't affect you. Allow energy to bypass whatever it is. Allow your mind to separate from those words and still sit in calmness and peace, where you are only simply in the here and the now. Those are only merely suggestions of what you could focus on. Energy bypasses any blockages, anything that needs to be eliminated. I am seeing a contract. There's a contract in somebody's root chakra already popping forth. A bit of a religious contract. I'm also hearing from like medieval time frame. Coming forth. And something to do with a chastity belt type of a situation, whether or not real or just a commitment to that source, to that other half of that contract. But it is coming forth to be eliminated and dissolved, to free your heart space, to love freely as you so choose and wish from this moment forward. Also eliminating judgment and part of ego. Just keep breathing. I'm drawn to paying attention to now. The storm has passed that was going as I started this transmission out my window, and I'm hearing these beautiful birds chirping that just caught my attention as I was delivering this meditation to you. And they are speaking so beautifully. How fitting for this beautiful transmission. Okay, so Archangel Michael is encasing you with a blue light, a blue bubble, a blue energy. This protection, not only us, but the new earth as well. Each time I go to the separate earths, I keep wanting to release something. And as I'm doing this, as Archangel Michael is doing this, placing this blue healing light around you and the new earth, I'm seeing like the ground kind of split in two. And with that, I'm seeing like this most beautiful water just all of a sudden starting to pour down into the cracks of this earth that just separated into two. I don't know why I'm seeing it. I saw it earlier and it's coming through now. So I have to say what I see. It's beautiful what I see. It's magnificent. Water is definitely in play, like the divinity flow from above, flowing down, washing away any unwanted debris, any unwanted thoughts and connections, any older energy that cannot move forward, being eliminated at this time. And as we're doing that, the two earths are starting to balance and contrast ever so more. It's almost as if they cannot separate until they're aligned, if that makes any sense at all. So it's like the new earth is larger, it's up higher, the old earth is extremely small and dark and gray, and that's how it's being shown at this time. And we're kind of lopsided. It's uneven, it's uncomfortable, it's different, it's not a good feeling right now as a collective, as a whole. And that's what I'm being shown. There's some conflict, there's some controversy, some ego at play. And as I'm bringing this up, I am seeing the Galactic Council step forward, and I am seeing my pyramid, my energy pyramid in the center. So it's almost like they step forward, and there's this beautiful light pyramid in the middle, and it's like an energy portal. It almost looks like it could be a fire, like a fire pit that they are all standing around, but it's not a fire, it's a pyramid light portal. I've had this happen in some of my other transmissions as well. That is coming forward, and this is in order to eliminate the darkness. It is time for all of the darkness to rise to the light. It is time for all to be seen. It is time for the balance to be equal at hand, for the darkness to be eliminated from seen. For only light can transition to the new earth, to fourth dimensional flow. For that is of light, the divinity connection. The process is now in flow. It is time to imagine peace and harmony. No matter where you go, it is time to imagine complete flow between both earths, even though we're separating them so. A peaceful transition from one to the other, letting go of what once was. From simple resistances, simple thing to let go, to the biggest being, this new dimensional flow. We call on balance of all kinds, from light to dark, and that must go. We call on balance of all energies entwined. We allow love, and the resistance must go. I felt Saint Germain with me very relevantly in that moment in time, but I still feel like it was my words. However channeled, so take that for which it is. There are probably multiple meanings in that. Bring light into the dark. Bring flow into the resistance. Pay attention to things that you put off. Pay attention to things that we avoid in order to bring back the balance at this time. I am now calling in balance in all of our love lives in this moment, wherever that may be, whoever that may be with, all relationships at hand, our wife, our partner, our husband, our girlfriend, our significant one, to our parents, our grandparents, and our children, and our grandchildren. It doesn't matter. Calling in balance between all uneven relationships. Now, for you individually and for the collective as well. As I'm doing that, I'm getting a lot of shivers up my left side, so forgive me. Shivers, shivers, shivers. I'm seeing Metatron step forward with the Earth's Merkaba, so it's almost like he is spinning the new Earth in two, and the top is a triangle and the bottom's a triangle, like a pyramid. But it's like the Earth itself, one half up, one half down, connecting to Father, connecting to Mother, connecting to the divinity of one, aligning all energies and flow, balancing masculine and feminine, and love and light, and knowing that all we are energetic beings of light, fully capable of anything and everything that exists, within or without, eliminating limits, eliminating doubt. I'm seeing now the figure 8 going between both Earths as Metatron is activating the Merkaba of the new Earth, as well as cleaning yours individually and collectively for those who are open to receive, he is saying, because it is needed apparently for what is coming forth very soon. Excuse me. I'm releasing a lot of things at the moment. And I'm actually seeing people wake up. As he's doing this, I'm seeing lights come on. Poof, poof. And then I'm seeing the figure 8 go between both Earths, running light between both of them. And as it's doing that, it's almost like illuminating across the whole globe for anybody who can see it on the old Earth and guiding their way to the new with this healing energy 8, right? The infinity figure. For everything is connected, everything is part of the one. Even if you fall, it's still there. And at this time, it changes that course ever so slightly into the new Earth, for there will be some things that cannot go. I'm drawn to the pyramid in Myanmar, the one I activated. Suddenly they're bringing me there, so forgive me here. As I'm doing the two Earth infinity healing, I'm drawn to Myanmar. I feel like Myanmar is opening. It's like at the top of it, this beautiful light is coming out, running from the core of the earth through the pyramid that I activated in Myanmar. As this is happening, I'm feeling the earth move, and I hear that song even pop in my head. You feel the earth move under your feet. And as this is happening, it is almost like a vortex. Almost starts to change and pull the energy inward into the pyramid at Myanmar and Budapest. In Indonesia. All three are activating at this time. And it has to do with the separation of the old earth from the new. And this was completely unexpected, so just keep breathing. Allow things to flow. Sit in the now. Sit in the here. Pay attention to your heart, to the light that flickers in the center of your chest. As we open them up to receive more light and love. Okay. Indonesia, Budapest, Myanmar. I'm going through the three: Indonesia, Budapest, and Myanmar. It's like the energy is moving, the energy is flowing, they're activating, they're opening together, they're connecting together. It's like a triangular connection that is occurring right now, and it's taking my breath away, so forgive me. It's like a vortex. And as that's happening, I am feeling the earth move under my feet. And I can hear it rumbling. just breathe. For I'm having to do the same as this is opening up, and it's really completely helping to pull apart the new earth from the old. So as that is activated and the energy is flowing in and out, it's almost beginning to draw things into it. The old earth is literally beginning to move apart from the new as we speak, creating the balance, allowing the balance to be, allowing the overflowing of darkness to go. Allowing what is out of balance to flop back into flow is the best thing I can say to describe that. It's like a sudden, whatever was out of balance, whatever was not flowing inside of you, inside the collective, on an individual level to a mass, to dual earth level. Everything just all of a sudden, it's like when two pieces are not connecting and they're kind of going against each other, looking for the proper whole, looking for their fitting, looking for their source. And then all of a sudden, the pieces just go into place. The balance just occurs. What was out of balance is now put into flow. And as I'm doing that, the violet flame is coming forth in front of you. Metatron, of course, is a part of this. He always is attracted and attached with this flame with me. But so is Saint Germain. He's bringing this forth for you as well. This beautiful violet flame now starting to come towards you. You can see it in front of you, moving peacefully, knowing that as it starts to touch your energetic field, it is the most peaceful, beautiful, high vibration, along with the divinity, light, combined, that you've ever felt or experienced or allowed in your space before. And this is going to raise your vibration to the highest it can at this time. As this violet flame begins to engulf your energetic aura, your bubble, and then begins to engulf your actual physical self, your toes, your feet, your legs, your knees, your tummy, your chest, your face, your nose, and then completely going over your entire being, becoming one with this violet flame, and not just us, the new earth as well. As that happened, the two earths completely separated. They completely removed their energy from each other. And it is almost as if the biggest storm that was raging just all of a sudden was gone. And there was nothing but light. Like the most pressure, the most intense energy you could possibly ever feel. And it's so not even comfortable. And then all of a sudden, like a switch, it's just gone. And it's so comfortable and light and love and peaceful and healing. And your vibration just keeps rising higher and higher. The feeling of complete freedom, the feeling of joy. Allow joy, the vibration of joy, to overcome you right now. Feeling giddy, feeling playful, feeling joy at its source. Haniel coming forth, sprinkling you with love and joy. As you've eliminated all imbalances, procrastination, ego at its source. Cutting ties from those third dimensional qualities, those third dimensional aspects at this time completely. Allowing your vibration to rise even higher and almost out of the feeling of joy and into euphoria. Orgasmic euphoria, just this overwhelming flow of the most beautiful energy and flux you've ever known. opening up your heart space to receive even more, opening up your third eye, keeping everything in balance. So the way I'm seeing it is your higher chakras. It's about every 3 being completely lit up and balanced for pure balance at source. Allowing things to be in an even place of 3. Goddess love, goddess light, coming in complete flow, covering all spaces where she's been dormant, where the goddess light was snuffed out. Allowing everybody's heart to activate in goddess light now. Doesn't matter your gender, your beliefs and source. Just allow it to happen. It's interesting now, as I'm seeing the earth separated, the one is not as dark as it was. It's still dark. It's not like the new earth. It's different. It's almost just like a darker planet that is no longer recognizable as an earth source. But they're in harmony. They're in balance. They're where they should be, almost like the yin and yang. That's exactly how they're showing me now. It's like they're moving from side to side and they're positioning as if it's a yin and yang. You cannot have one without the other. It's where it should be. It's what you all signed up for. Nothing is out of place. Everything is the way it should be. It's nothing is being taken away. It's changing into light. For where one thing is being moved, another is being created. I'm drawn back to Myanmar, Indonesia, and Budapest. And I'm standing in the middle of all of them. This vortex of energy, and it's very, very intense. It's like blowing my hair straight up into the sky. Which, for those of you who know, my hair is super, super long. And it's just this massive energy vortex. It is a major energy portal that has been now activated on this 2222 energy. All about balance and peace and light. For once was wrong is now right. I now bring forth highest source light to you, highest activations coming forth, and pure balance of light and love and source in your heart. Take note, Saint Germain says, of any new gifts that have been activated for you and given to you today. It can take some time to see them, to recognize them, for we are a complicated species and we are changing every day. Take note of things that are different, things that spark your interest. But if you don't act on them, you may never see the gift that was given. So all Saint Germain, or I, ask for, as I'm speaking for him, is for you to pay attention to the nudges that we give you, for that is how you truly find what you're looking for it can only occur through free will, which means your actions of choice. We can give them, but you must take them. Any nudges, anything that says do this, no, it is from us. May peace be with you. Highest light in your heart and in your third eye. For you are given the gift of the saints, guidance and love at this time. We are all beside you. We are all here for you. No one will be lost astray. Keep your heart in love. Keep your dreams in front of you, for you're creating them now in every way. Peace and light. Wow. That was unexpected as well. So bear with me. They are giving you these gifts, and he's also saying that he's going to keep the purple flame, the violet flame, encasing over you for the next week or so. So for all of you who have done this meditation, who have joined us today, you are receiving so much protection, gifts, psychic knowing, and an opening for you to receive these influx coming forth. Pay attention only to your true source, nothing else. And know that you are being cleansed with the highest light of divinity source at all times. You are being guided. You're right where you're supposed to be, but you must listen to those nudges even if they're subtle. For that is us, that is them speaking to you, guiding you, and it's what you signed up to do. The creator of all that is kind of, how do I say this? Giving me a message for you, okay? Be brave and stay open, for it's going to be a challenge you've never foreseen. For when things are changing, we want to close, not remain open and flow. The challenge here is to remain in love and light, for that is how you will receive my highest flow, even in the moments where it seems uncertain. There is never anything you don't wish to house within you at any given moment. Take note of that. Stand tall and true. For the light of Source will continually be with you and in you. He is saying that it's going to be a lot of new perspectives coming forth for who he is, for what source light is, for what unity is. So allow space for more love in, is what he is saying. Even if it's uncomfortable or unknown. Just stay in the here and the now. For what he is showing me is that divinity water flow that he has flowing down to you is going to continue through your system, through your chakra system for these next coming days. He says it's individual for how long for each of you. But just know that he is flowing his highest light and knowledge through you. So be open to receive. It's a beautiful gift. But awakening, my friends, true pure light can be hard to handle in earth form. So be careful. Be open. Or it can be heavy. Or a lot to understand is basically it, not heavy. Just like a lot that you don't understand. So be mindful of that. In essence, time does not exist. You are all completely aligned in pure light balance. Pay attention to how things feel. You will have nudges to go right back to normal. The choice is yours. It's all through free will. But just know you're already in the right path. So stay in it. Breathe. Continue meditating. Continue connecting to Source. For there's so much going on there right now. It's flowing through you in mass quantities, like you may never be able to have before. So pay attention. So pay attention. Some of this was definitely unexpected. So I only can hope and imagine you received exactly what you needed to receive today. For some of you, you're completely changing paths right now. It's going from one timeline to another. You just had what they're calling going to be seeming like a spontaneous timeline shift. Boom. Just like that. So pay attention. Allow space and stay in love and light. Stay connected to the water. Listen to the water. It's telling you a story at any given moment. Listen to the animals. They are as well. So much love. Keep connecting to the earth today, tomorrow, touching her existence, flowers, whatever it may be. Do your best to fill your space with joy, euphoria. Keep this feeling going. It's a gift. You are all now basically housed safely where you need to be. Just stay open. That's all that's left for you to get through. I'm also hearing that some of you really do need to wake up to helping others very quickly. Okay, so if that resonates for you, know that it's time for you to start learning how to help others. Again, you're going to continue to be encased in the blue bubble of protection from Archangel Michael, the purple violet flame from Saint Germain. You have gifts coming forward for you as well as pure balance from Source. So just make sure to stay in balance. No work without play. I'm hearing make sure to drink water. This was also a cleansing, whether you're aware of it or not. And if you don't cleanse your space after these or your body or physical self, you can feel sick. This was a chakra clearing. That's what that water from Divine Light was for. That's what they are saying. So no matter what we went through, if you were cleansed, you are open and flowing. And that always affects you. Salt baths are good. Drink water, lemon water, whatever calls to you. Take care of yourself. So much love and light. Until next time.